What's the most terrifying thing about surveillance in Star Trek? Well, let's get nerdy, let's get yelling, and find out. Hey Trekkies, welcome back to another episode of Yelling About Star Trek. My name is Christian Fox, and this is the show where I yell at you about all things Star Trek for your amusement. Today, I want to talk about a really horrifying aspect of surveillance in the Star Trek universe. A few weeks ago, I was looking for a TNG episode, specifically Season 1, because I was in that, TNG Season 1 mood, and I had seen a bunch of them already recently because I've been in that mood for quite a long time, and I stumbled across We'll Always Have Paris. Now, obviously, I knew about the episode because I've seen all of Star Trek before, but I came across it and was like, you know what? I haven't seen this in a long time. I vaguely remember it. I think I might have only seen it once. I'm not sure, but I don't really remember it that well. And I thought, okay, it's cool. It has some time shenanigans. So, yeah, it's probably going to be good enough for, for lunch. So I put it on. Started watching it, and of course the time stuff was going on. There were lots of time loops and repeating and cool stuff that was going on. But the thing that really stood out to me was the scene in the holodeck. So in the episode, the Enterprise gets called to a planet where this scientist guy is conducting these weird time experiments, and the scientist happens to be married to this woman named Gabriella, who was a love interest of Picard's back in the day when he was at the Academy, I think, or maybe after the Academy, and he was supposed to meet her at this cafe, and he didn't do that. So, of course, he's a little bit on edge because, oh my gosh, it's Gabriella from a long time ago. What's going on? Picard goes to the holodeck and recreates the cafe, which is something we've seen a lot where someone recreates a scene, either in real life or in fiction, but whatever, we've seen that before. But what was odd about him recreating the scene was that he gave the computer the date, the time, the specific location, the temperature, sort of. He says on a spring day, not a really specific temperature, but a vague temperature. And somehow the computer is able to recreate that cafe at that exact time on that exact date in perfect detail. So perfect, in fact, that he's able to walk in, sit down, and basically watch Gabriella have a conversation with her friend about the fact that she was supposed to meet Captain Picard at the cafe. And then, her friend's like, he's not going to show. And she's like, you're right. And then she turns to Picard and is like, why is my friend not showing up? Or she doesn't refer to him as my friend, but she says, why isn't this person showing up that was supposed to meet me here? And Picard doesn't really give an answer. But it's really wild that the computer was able to recreate that cafe at that time and that exact date in such perfect detail. And to me, this suggests that in the 24th century, at least on Federation worlds, everything is recorded in such detail that you can literally go into any holodeck and pick a place, pick a date and a time, and everybody will be there as they were in that actual date and time. So that to me is wild because it basically means that everything is recorded, surveillance is super extreme, and everything that you say and do will be recorded and someone else can later watch from any angle at any time, which again is wild. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what this says about the grander Star Trek universe, or even if this does mean something substantial, or if it's just one of those things that a writer did because I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. It's the future. It'll work. People won't overthink it. I really don't know, but I just had to do a video about it because, man, it kind of blew me away and caught me off guard and was like, whoa, there are some serious problems going on in the Federation in the 24th century. But I don't know. I could be making way too much out of it. What do you think? Do you think I'm onto something, or do you think this is just one of those things that a writer did because I thought, oh, it's kind of cool, but doesn't ultimately mean anything in the larger Star Trek universe? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos because I do post them all the time. And in the paraphrased words of Captain Kirk, I shall see you out there. That away.